welcome to part 4 of my Sims 4 Let's Play. In this part we're meeting the last of our households, and this is just one person, and his name is Jamie Weathering, and he's just got up, so I haven't had some food. And basically he is kind of a bit of an entrepreneur, but he doesn't really know exactly what he's doing in life, but he likes to plan everything, and he's a very organised person on the whole. And I think that in this case, like, he's also quite snobby as well. Like, if you look at his traits, we see that he is an art lover, genius, and a snob, and a quick learner. He mostly gets his snob trait from being a genius, because he kind of looks down on a lot of people, and that does include his friends, which is quite sad. It's not, I feel like, so far, I've portrayed him as someone who really dislikes his friends, which is a bit weird, but he doesn't look, he's good friends with Sharon. He's only just friends with Becky. They haven't really spoken that much, but she doesn't like him very much. He's good friends with Taylor, Nicole, Brandon, and Francesca. But him and Corey always butted heads when they were roommates, and they never liked each other at all. And, you know, that just caused a lot of issues between each other. And, you know, I think that on the whole, he's just a bit of a snob, and I think, you know, he thinks that, you know, people should be a certain way and they should live their certain lives, but, you know, he's not up to him, so he just lives with it like that. He lives by himself. He's a bit of a loner, but he's not too much. But, you know, he enjoys painting in his spare time. But yeah, he is currently a tech guru. He was offered this job and he took the opportunity. And he's hoping to be able to reach towards the top, but he is not too sure he'll stick with this job. Whilst it does make a lot of money, he's thinking about possibly going into some sort of business company. However, he does know that Corey works there, and he really does not want to have to deal with Corey. So for now, he's just having some breakfast, and he doesn't work until about 2 hours. So we'll have him go play some video games, I guess. He doesn't really like the fact that that's kind of what he has to do, but, you know, he'll play some big blocks. That's a bit more. It's a bit more, I guess it gets your brain going a bit more, I suppose, but, yeah, he's just in his room doing that, and, I don't know, he's quite an interesting character, Jamie, but I feel like these parts are probably quite boring, and if they are, I do apologise, but that is kind of reflective on Jamie's personality. He doesn't do that much, really, other than his work, and host dinner parties, go to galleries, go to special events, work events. It all depends, really. So yeah, I'm just going to continue on with this until he goes to work, which will be in 45 minutes, and I'll see you when he's back home. Jamie's back from work, and he made 200 and something simoleons. Not that really matters. He's actually, currently, he's saving up to move into a new house. This is a temporary place. He's actually renting, he owns a house, but, like, he was renting, and now he's planning to hopefully move out before long, because he doesn't really like the area that he's in. It's a bit more of like a run down area, you know, you can tell you got trailers and kind of like old shabby kind of homes, and that's just not the sort of place that Jane wants to live. Like I said, he's a bit of a snob, so I think I plan to have him probably moving into Newcrest or somewhere like that. So yeah, we're gonna just have him, I guess, read. Again, he's not really that interesting. I'm sorry. But, you know, I think what we'll do today is we got party animal. Oh yeah, I've got to mention his aspiration. Basically, he's a party animal, but not in a sense that he wants to throw loads of like parties. He wants to like loads of like really house parties and stuff. He wants to have loads of dinner parties and those sort of things, and be known for his like great dinner parties and great entertainment. And in that sense, he wants to be known by the more popular, like, the richer people in the town, essentially. He's basically like an aspiring middle/upper class person. I think he's kind of middle class, I suppose, but, you know, you can just tell by the way his house looks, you know. I know this is like, okay, I need to express something. He's actually the same sim that another sim in my Lily Summers Let's Play is, but I changed him around quite a lot. I changed the Lily Summers Let's Play sim to have different hair, although you don't know what's happened with him yet because there was an incident. I suggest you check that out. My Lily Summers Let's Play is quite exciting, especially from part 6 onwards. A lot of drama happens. But yeah, they are like essentially the same sim, but they're actually different. So now they're different. This guy's a lot more snobby. The guy's a lot more open to things. He's a lot more like party animal. Like he enjoys parties. He's a bit more sociable. This guy's quite introverted. He doesn't really like talking to people. I think what we'll have him do is we'll have him, like I said, maybe we'll have him throw like a little dinner party for those who he knows. So, you know, he's got the money, he's going to throw like just a little sort of dinner party. And only for a few people, few of his friends, because he only considers a few of them like the ones who really... And, you know, his house isn't big enough to accommodate loads and loads of people, so maybe only like a few friends around for like a little dinner party thing. And I think I might get like a drink tray as well. Okay, dinner party. And the host is him, of course, and the guests are... We'll invite Taylor, Francesca... Oh, I guess... Oh, that's a bit of a shame. These two as well. I wanted to invite, what's her name, Sharon round, but I couldn't, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, so he's throwing a house party. Let's have him just cook up some... He's only cooking level 1, this is not good. Let's see, I guess we could have Franks and... No, I didn't mean to have Franks and beans. No, not Franks and beans. I don't want to have them. They're kind of gross. Let's have him... Mac and cheese. He's a sort of, I couldn't imagine him like really making this sort of thing, but I don't know. I guess this is his party wear. I think it was like the same thing every day, but anyway, I'm gonna get him a drink tray because I think he'd like that. I think it's in miscellaneous. Yes, it's here, and I'll put that. I guess. Wait, where can I put this? I'll put it over here. And we'll just go back into live mode and we'll have him put away his book. So he's just gonna make that. And is anyone coming? I might have to do a few paintings tomorrow. Okay, so we've got Brandon here. There's Taylor. I'm getting used to calling him Taylor now because I'm happy with that. If you don't really, he looks angry. He looks really angry. And here's Nicole and Francesca. Oh yeah, this happened because the Oh, trash plants formed. Okay, this happened because the welcome, the thingy, what do you call them? They came over basically and they trashed his. That was very rude. They just like knocked over his bin. I'm like, why would you do that? What are they called again? I've kind of forgotten. They're like the welcome wagon. That's it. And they just came over and they just trashed his house. There's a lot more to Jamie than you think. He isn't very happy with his life. I think that's due to his really high standards. And I think honestly if he brought things down a little bit, things might be a bit easier for him. And he has a bit of a crush on Becky. Not for any reason, but just because he hasn't really met her that much and he envisions that he could make her into the perfect housewife. And I know this sounds really crazy, like he sounds really manipulative. But I think in a relationship he would be, because he thinks that, you know, a woman should be like the perfect housewife. And, you know, that could cause problems when he eventually has a relationship with somebody. But Becky doesn't like him at the moment. So that's interesting. And, I guess everyone's, like, eating on the sofa. I don't think he would be very happy with that. He'd be a bit like, why are you eating on the sofa? But let's have him talk to Brandon, I guess. Thank him for coming. And let's discuss interests. And he doesn't have any music, so they can't do any dancing or anything. And we'll gossip with Nicole, I guess. And I guess he'll have him restock his tray. And he can tell stories. Okay, let's have him do that. Tell an engaging story. Oh. There's like, okay, it's doing that really annoying glitchy thing again. Okay, let's have a look. Oh. Okay, right now let's tell. Let's tell him a funny story, and then let's go back to Brandon maybe and tell him. I don't know. We can't tell him a story. Okay, let's tell Francesca a story then. Tell engaging story. There we go. I just told like 2 people a story and it hasn't really It hasn't counted then. That's weird. Brag about dinner party. Who would do that? I'm gonna have him do that. Let's tell him a funny story. Okay, so this guy's just, okay. So Taylor's just done. I thought they'd be wearing formal wear, but I guess they're not. They're all wearing party wear. I might have him ask them to see. Nah, that'd be a bit weird. Like if they just randomly got changed right in front of him, just like okay. That would be a bit strange. I'm not gonna have him do that. Let's have a look. I can tell Francesca a funny story as well, I guess. And let's move this mac and cheese into the fridge because, you know, I think they're enjoying it. They seem to be enjoying it, but they're just, these are the kind of group of friends that kind of put up with Jamie. Like, they just see him, they feel bad for him. I think they kind of know that he's going through a hard time because he went through university. He got really well on his degree, like the top level, like honours kind of, I don't know, but and then he hasn't really got like the position he wanted in his job, and that just makes them feel kind of sad. Like, I don't know, they feel kind of bad for him just because, you know, they know they've worked. So he didn't go to any parties in university. They were going to parties, you know, but he was just like, no, he was insistent on staying at home and just studying. But, you know, like, I don't know, I think it's kind of bad for him to do that. I think he needs to be more open. I think secretly he would enjoy going to like loads of parties and stuff. Oh, and now he's ill. Oh god, he's not. Oh, he's ill. Okay, well, let's have him have a drink. Alcoholic. I don't think it's alcoholic. Oh, it's supposedly not alcoholic, but we know they probably are. But I guess he's gonna have a drink as well. And we'll just have them talk about it a little bit. And then maybe, I think tomorrow he still has work, so in the evening I'll have him go out to maybe like a bar or something. Jamie is quite a dark character in a way. He does actually drink quite a lot when he's feeling sad, which isn't very good. He's trying to control it, but he hasn't told any of his friends about it naturally because he doesn't want them to find out, because he thinks that they'll think less of him, but he doesn't realise that they would help him. They would help him with all these problems and stuff that he has. And I don't know. I just think it's really important that, you know, if you do go through anything like that, you need to tell people about it. I don't know, but we'll have to see the side effects of that again, I guess. And, you know, that's why he has a drink train and he drinks quite a bit. So I think this might not be a good thing, but this is his way of getting through things. This is the way he kind of copes with basically not being happy with himself. And I don't think he's necessarily like depressed, but I think he's not particularly happy with himself, and that's the big issue. So yeah, we're gonna have to see how this gets on. Everyone seems to be doing quite well, I guess, and there's only about 5 minutes before the social event ends. I don't know if that's just because that stupid glitch thing, but it probably is. I think it goes back to like, okay, yeah. I think I'm going to end the social event now because he would want to get some sleep. So I guess I'll say goodbye to everybody. And I'm going to continue to drink because, you know, the party didn't go so great. He felt like it was a bit dull and like people didn't like, and he got kind of ill halfway through, and, you know, he's just not feeling so great about that in itself. So everyone's leaving, and I think they're kind of thinking, oh, you know, poor him, poor Jamie, but like, they know there's nothing they can really do. They can't get him a job, they can't do that kind of stuff. So we just gotta sort of get through his life. I feel like, you know, he wants a bit more excitement in his life, so we're gonna have him just, okay, let's have him just drink a little bit. He has 2, oh my gosh. This is not good, Jamie. This is not good. This is bad. Don't have 2 drinks in your hand at once. Stop. Oh no, he's drinking like twice. So yeah, he's a bit of a, I don't know, maybe he's a bit of an alcoholic. He probably is, to be honest. Which is very sad, actually. It's very sad. It's like, but you know, I guess he just can't deal with the fact that he's not very happy with life. But I think I'll have him maybe have a shower and then go to bed. and you know, he uses a shower to think about things. His dream job would actually be a scientist. He wants to be a scientist. That's why he studied his degree in what he did. And, you know, he just feels like where he wanted to work, they were full up and they didn't really want him there. But, you know, it's going to all get better. Anyway, I'll pick up when he's back from work, actually, because I don't think there's much point just picking up in the morning. Jamie's back from work, and as you can tell, he's actually been given a promotion. So now he's quality assurance, and for that, his boss has actually asked him if he can organise like a black and white bash after work. So Jamie's going to do that. He actually planned to just drink, to be honest, because unfortunately, he just didn't he didn't feel like going out, to be honest. He just felt like, you know, just going to a bar, just staying at home and drinking, because he just felt sad that he got promoted, because it means that that's more of a reason for him to stay in his work field, whereas he doesn't want to, and he's very against the whole idea. So he's gonna have... He met a few people at work. He met Travis, Sergio, Jay Huntington, and we're gonna invite a few other people out as well. Some of his friends to this black and white bash. And as caterer, we're gonna hire Vivian Lewis, and I guess we can have this one be the mixologist. I'm having an entertainer as well. Oh, I'm gonna have to hire them. Well, I guess not. I don't really know where I want to hold it. I think this would be quite a nice place, but there's like... Okay, so, and there's just residences. Okay, so I could either hold it at this one or the one in Oasis Springs. So Willow Creek or Oasis Springs. I think I'm a bit more for going for Willow Creek. Because that one looks a bit more posh, this one looks a bit more like run down. So we'll go for that one, I guess. And you know, Jamie just feels kind of sad. Jamie just feels kind of sad because he's closer. He's like going further in his career, and this is not the career that he wants to go further in. And whilst like he's not enjoying his job, when he's at work, he just doesn't enjoy it. He does what he has to do, and he goes. That's all he does. He doesn't feel like he likes what he's doing, and that's the harsh reality. Sometimes people will do jobs that they don't enjoy, and you know, I think it takes him getting to learn to enjoy his job, or he just needs to learn to accept that he doesn't like this job and leave it. But he only accepted the job because he was asked it. Really. So we have to like. Okay, so we've got caterer and stuff. I'm gonna very quickly just put in like a. I don't know. I'll put in like a. We've got a bar there. We haven't really got like a place for the mixologist though, so we'll have to. I should have thought about this. Let's just put down like. I don't know. I feel like it'd be a bit stupid to put it there. Maybe we could have like a area for staff. We could turn this in. We'll get rid of all this, I guess. So we'll get rid of that. Wait, no. That and that, and then we just put in like, I don't know, we'll put in a little stove and I guess this, and then a few surfaces, just so we've got something to say the caterer can do her job. His job? Her job. Okay, there we go. Oh, I just placed a... Oh, I don't care. I honestly do not care. Are the caterers here? We heard like a caterer, I swear. I hope they're here. Okay, well let's... No, he's not going to go tend the bar. Wait, what? I didn't like hire him as a mixologist, did I? He's the host. Okay, right. You're not going to tend the bar. You're going to talk to your guests. So we're going to talk to Travis Scott, and we're going to discuss the separate. I haven't really done like a black and white bash before, and compliment Nicole's colour choices, I guess. Look, here are a few people here already, so let's just. I do hope the caterer and stuff. Okay, there is the caterer, and we're gonna have Jamie talk to Travis. And I'll do a joke about penguins. He's not a very funny person. He probably, like Travis probably won't find his jokes funny. So you know, everyone's just, oh my god, what is Sergio doing? He's just looking at this bird bath. It's kind of creepy. Discuss lack of newspapers. That works. Yeah. So you know, I guess he's trying to enjoy himself. He's putting on a bit of a face just so people think that he's having a good time. They don't question him at all. It's not very healthy, but I guess we can have some drinks, I suppose, once the bartender comes here. I think they're here. That's the bartender, isn't it? Is that? No, it isn't. Is that? No, it isn't. Okay, here's the bartender. So we'll have him order some drinks for the group, I guess. Oh, can you not order drinks for the group? Order drink. Wait. Okay, order drink. Okay, fine. We'll just order like buffalo wing. Not buffalo wing tea, I guess. Changed my mind. Well, so John Travis Scott, they're just having a conversation about work, just sort of like, yeah, work's fine. It's like, so that's great that you got promotion. He's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go and get a drink. And they're like, okay. So they're just ignoring him, kind of. They're just sort of like, he's going to get a drink. And that's it, they're just gonna leave it at that. They don't really care. They're just happy for him that he got a promotion. They don't realise that he's very sad right now. Which is a bit strange about Salva getting a promotion, but I mean, like I said, he does have his reasons, like I explained, really. So hopefully he's going to be getting that drink. It's kind of hard for me to, like, just play as one sim and make it interesting, because it's just, like, most of the time I'm just, like, repeating what I'm saying, because it just takes a while for stuff to happen. Is that his drink? Oh, that's going to be his drink now. Make some coffee or tea. There isn't actually, like, a coffee thing, but... Oh, Vivian knows. Can you go to the bathroom and make some food, please? Okay, well, I guess we can talk to Francesca and compliment her colour choices. I'm going to talk to Nicole. We'll ask her, I don't know. No, okay, fine, we'll talk to Brandon, I guess. And then we'll just joke about politician. No, that's not black and white things. Thanks for coming. And we'll talk to Taylor about, I don't know, we'll talk to him about colour choices, compliment his colour choices, be more specific. I'm just trying to get the goals done, really. And I guess we can joke about penguins. Can we do that? I thought we could. Oh well. All I can do is like okay, discuss zebras. And discuss zebras again, I guess. This is very interesting conversations. It just sort of shows, I think that's why the black and white bash with me, just because it's like all the interactions are actually really boring and they just don't make that much sense. I guess we can discuss zebras again. I need to stop talking about zebras. It's just weird. Okay, let's talk to Jay Huntington. And I guess we can... No, we're not going to compliment his colour choices. We're going to discuss lack of newspapers. And I guess we can talk to Travis Scott as well. We'll discuss lack of newspapers to him. And to Francesca, we can compliment her colour choices. This is not very interesting. Oh, this keeps happening. It keeps cancelling all my interactions. I hate when it does that. I think that's just so it doesn't lag or anything like that. But it means I can't queue up a bunch of interactions at once and it makes me sad. We do have two sims playing chess at the same time. Is there a chess table? Okay, so now we need to make a shrimp cocktail. How can I do that? Is that like gourmet cooking? Ugh, I can't be bothered, to be honest. So I'm just gonna I guess we can make some coffee or tea. That's possible. I'll do that, and then maybe I'll bring like a chess table. I'm really sorry. This part's so like unprepared. Like I'm just like plopping everything down in this place, but that's all I can do, to be honest. We'll just add this, and we'll add appliances. So we can just add a little, I don't know, have this here. There we go. There we go. Now everything's working. I'll have him go and brew some coffee. That's the most interesting thing he can do right now. And then maybe he can play a game of chess with somebody. Play with Travis Scott. The people like who he's invited, he doesn't really feel comfortable associating with. But like, he kind of has to, because his boss has told him to. He'd be happy if his boss came to the meeting or something like that. Someone more important. He doesn't consider these people very important. And career-wise, I guess that's that's almost true, but not really. Like, it's not really that true. Okay, let's have them. Okay, there we go. stop playing that now. Just go and brew some coffee. Come on. There we go. So I'm going to brew some coffee. Hopefully this will get him a silver. If not, I don't really know what. But there we go. He's got a silver at least. That's not bad. I mean, he's probably got like a piece of furniture or something. He does not care about the coffee. I'm gonna have him get some drinks. Order a drink. Order a favourite drink. Yeah, he seems quite happy with himself in a way. He feels happy because he's at a museum, and museums are quite, you know, posh in a way, quite, you know, kind of upper class. Especially this one. This is quite a nice museum. Well, he doesn't like that bar. He was forced to. I remember, like in the trailer, he was forced to go there with his friends because it was like their university reunion, that kind of stuff. I mean, it wasn't really their reunion, but they just decided to get together, and he was just sitting in the back. As you can tell, like, he's really sick. He should not be here, but he feels obliged to do it anyway because he feels like otherwise he might get like kicked off his job or something like that, which he wouldn't. It's not true that he would. He would not. Like, I don't think his boss would really care, but you know, we'll have to see. I guess. Okay, we'll have a drink. Oh, okay, no, that's crisps. I'm just gonna go home. I think he's not feeling so great. I might just have him leave this party. Yeah, not much really happened in this part, I have to say. I'm gonna end the part over here, and I'm sorry that not much really that dramatic happened. In these introductory parts, not much is gonna happen because I'm just introducing the Sims. But I'm trying to keep them interesting. I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do with Jamie that much yet. I have a rough idea, but we'll see. Leave any suggestions in the comments below. I love reading suggestions because it helps me shape the Let's Play based on what other people want to see as well, and also just gives me inspiration on what to do. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.